Okay, let's take a look at the Arcology. And the sign said just follow the markers. And the markers in question are these glowstone on top of obsidian capped off with a half block. Alright, here it is up close. Impressive, isn't it? It's the largest structure I've made so far, and the most complex. I took elements of design from the Obsidian Tower and incorporated it into this. It's a much larger, roomier, and improved version of the Obsidian Tower. And this will be the only thing accompanying me to New Pangaea when I start my new world, when the game hits retail. So let's take a closer look. The entrance faces north, just like the Obsidian Tower. And there's two entrances, and the entrances are designed to only allow you to go in one way. The doors close behind you. And in addition to the doors closing behind you, the stairs recede into the wall and expose a lava pit. This particular door's open, so we can go down. And there are a few redstone errors, but for the most part everything works. And we just flip the switch. The door behind us closes, and the door inside the Arcology opens. And the whole building's made of obsidian. The top part's made of obsidian and glass. It's very difficult to destroy. And here we have the two main entrances. I have redstone torches to indicate that the exterior doors are closed. So when both of those lights are on, that means absolutely no one can come into the tower from the ground level. And for further security, you can close it off this way. But this is sub-level 1. Technically it's on the first floor because it's not underground. But this is the main stairwell. It'll take you up to the highest point in the tower and everything in between. Let's see. Let's start with this level. Down below here is just storage. It's just an empty room. I haven't found a use for it yet. Here we have our mushroom farms and mine access. Now the mushroom farms haven't been upgraded yet. I've got 3 mushroom farms. One here, one down that hall, and one over there. But this just uses a standard water system. So once the mushrooms grow to a certain amount, you can flip this down. And water flows in, carries the mushrooms down to this collection bin. Oh, and it's not completely monster-proof. I haven't gotten around to fixing that yet. But you can go down here and you can collect your mushrooms. And as you can see, the mushrooms grow up there and they spread down, so there's no replanting involved. And get out, we just walk out here. And the 2 other mines are exactly the same, except the light levels are a little lower. I think this one has the most light, and then the other ones have decreasingly more light. So mine, farm number 3, actually has the highest yield. It was an experiment I was doing. Now these are the mine levels. There are 4 mines, 1 for each cardinal direction. And they all look identical to this. You've got a furnace, 2 furnaces actually, a crafting bench, a place to store supplies, a place to store raw resources. When you want to access the mine, flip the switch, the door behind you closes, and this opens up to the mine. And as you can tell, I haven't done any mining yet. And this prevents monsters from coming in behind you. The Arcology has a lot of security features in mind. It's designed to keep the inhabitants safe from the outside world. And as I mentioned earlier, I got inspired to build this from the video game Deus Ex. There's actually a couple times where you go to New Cairo, and there's an Arcology there. It's much bigger than this, but this is where I was inspired to build it. Now, there are two ways to exit the central stairwell: south and north. And there's always a sign here that tells you what each floor is. This particular floor is the biome. It's technically the biome ground floor because the biome spans 3 floors. There's a carpet here. And you can close off these doors individually. And so you can seal off the central stairwell if there were any threats in the biome. Now, this is the height of the evolution of my indoor plumbing. Every floor has, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8 bathrooms. Each bathroom has a shower, right here, and a toilet. And those are separate lines for both waste and shower water. Now if we come down here, this is the biome ground floor. It's mostly for, it's going to be used for farming, herding animals, that sort of thing. There's going to be a park here. I never finished this level completely, but I got some basic farms up so you can kind of get the gist of what it's for. Now this will look familiar. Oh well, I also put a swimming pool in. Oh look, we've got water mobs. Now this will look familiar. This is an exact copy of my manor home from the South Rail, if you've seen it. And I figured that it was just the right size to fit inside the biome. I'm not going to show you guys the inside of that. I've already shown you the one on the South Rail. And here are some wheat farms, or really grow anything here. And these are sugarcane. Each corner has a little fountain with an infinite spring. And at night, mobs are prevented from spawning by these glowstones placed at, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 5, every 5 interval, alternating. And it provides enough light that mobs don't spawn here. And here's another bathroom. Now the next 2 levels are residential floors. Both of them are the same, but so I'm just going to show you floor 2. Floor 3 looks identical, except it's higher up. So we've got 2 types of suites here. We've got standard suite and a deluxe suite. We'll start with the deluxe suite. Every suite has, in addition to regular doors, it has a privacy door. The bathrooms are the same. All the bathrooms are the same. They're standard design. And this probably wasn't the best one to pick because you have the manor home right here, but every floor has its own. Every suite has its own balcony. So yeah, you can look right into the back of this. I might end up converting this room, this particular suite, into a library or some type of public space because it really wouldn't work well as a home since you're staring into somebody's window. But the way I designed the Arcology, you can easily gut this out and build whatever you want. Now this is kind of a living room / crafting room, but you can really arrange the rooms however you want. All these rooms have the same standard design. And this is the bedroom. double bed, storage chest. It has its own balcony, so you can look out. Oh look, there's a sunset. You get to see the sunset. Now, the standard suite it's almost identical, except it's a little bit smaller. I don't think you get the extra space. Oh yeah, you also have this corner here that you can use for whatever you want. But this is a standard suite. Standard suite's a little smaller. You don't get the extra crafting room. You have standard bathroom. You've got this space that you can convert into whatever you want. And you also have the bedroom and the crafting room are kind of combined into one, so it's a lot cozier than the other one. And you both, same as the deluxe, you get 2 balconies that are separated. Alright. Central stairwell. And just like I said, floor 3 is the same as floor 2, except the balconies are higher up. Alright, now here's more of the commercial center. This is the promenade and the shops. The promenade is actually, I think, 3 floors tall. Here we go. And of course, standard bathrooms. And this is the promenade. Get you a better view of it here. 3 floors tall. It's very open, very commercial. You've got a main walkway that goes around. You've got fountains. And you have different kinds of shops. This is your standard shop size. You've got a counter here. You've got a place to craft, storage. These rooms are modular, so you can adjust it however you want. And then you have the corner stores. And this is one of the corner stores. It's a lot bigger, obviously. A lot more window space. You can, adjust it however you want. And we have stairs leading up to the 2nd floor of the promenade. And you'll have the same thing up here. Shop space. And up here is the final level of promenade. And this is more of a public space. So I haven't actually put anything in these rooms yet. But you could put stuff like libraries and public alchemy labs, stuff like that. And this is the 3rd promenade walkway. And I like this because it's close to the glass and you can look right out. It's really beautiful during a sunset. I wish the sunset hadn't have happened when we were down on the lower level, but it looks a lot better up here. Now the one problem we have is monsters still spawn on the outside of the glass, and this is double glass, double obsidian. So there's no chance they're going to get in, but you can still hear them. So if you go up to the higher levels, it gets a little unnerving. I'll show you what I mean. And then on this level, we have the sky suites. Now the sky suites are identical to the suites we saw down on the 2nd and 3rd level, but these don't have a balcony and instead have glass that goes right up to the wall. So you can just stare out and you get a much closer look at the outside. It also has skylights in some of the rooms. That's why they're called the sky suites. But yeah, see, skylights, skylights. And were we just in a deluxe suite? Yeah, we weren't just in a deluxe suite. Yeah, we go here. Yeah, there's the... Yeah, we can see the skylights here. It's a lot nicer in one of the corner bedrooms. And you can look out here and you can see the stars. Now, the next level, it's still a residential section. It's more temporary housing for like guests and stuff, but they're studio apartments. And they're much smaller. And just like all the other rooms, they feature privacy. But these are the studio apartments. They're very small. And you've got your... oh yeah, they're labeled. There's a funny story with this, actually. I used MC Edit to copy the corners. Like what I did was I made 1/4 of the building, and then I copied it over, and then I copied that over. So I really only made the building... I made 1/4 of the building, and then I copied it around to make the full pyramid. But when I did that, the rooms were mirrored, but the signs weren't. So the signs would have shower, and it would point to the toilet, and then toilet, and it would point to the shower. So I had to actually go in behind myself, and I had to change the signs around. So if you ever see a sign that's mirrored, that's why. It's, you know, one of those unexpected things. It was funny the first 5 seconds I saw it, and then it just got repetitive because I had to go around to each studio apartment and change it. And I believe, yeah, all the studio apartments are the same. They have the same size and everything. Oh, yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Look at that. There's 3 spiders up there. It's creepy. And you can sleep, actually. You can sleep down here safely. You just have to listen to them. The zombies are the worst. But it is funny to see the zombies catch on fire right in front of your window. So that's always fun. Alright. Back to the central stairwell. This is the maintenance access. There's not much up here. It's just an unfinished room. There is an external access here, so you can actually access the outside of the building. When I first made this, I actually made it in a different world, and I forgot to place the bottom floor at sea level, and so I actually I couldn't build up the peak of the tower, peak of the pyramid, because I was at the skybox. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is my signature, RedFalcon. I have 2 more of these placed within the tower in different locations, just so you know how artists always sign their work. Well, that's kind of my stamp, my seal, and I try to put that in all my major buildings. I actually started with this building, so just you guys are welcome to use the Arcology. You know, take it out of the map, do whatever you want with it, but just give me credit when you do. That's all I ask. Other than that, have fun with it. You can probably make it better than I can. Alright, now this is the external access. This door closes behind you, and this one opens. And you can actually climb out on top. Oh god, creepers. Actually, I'll show you why I made this out of obsidian. These guys, look at that. Can't do anything. Didn't even scratch it. I think it would have taken 3 creepers blowing up simultaneously to blow a hole in this thing. But it's very durable. And really, that's that's really it, really. There's not much else to show you. There it is. It's still a work in progress. I have to upgrade the mushroom farms. Eventually I want to turn the maintenance access into a new Skyrail system when I move this to New Pangaea. But, you know, that's a ways away. So what's everyone think of the Arcology? You like it? You think there are some things I can improve? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Do you think the obsidian's a bit too much? I know it's dark, but I was going for form over function when I designed this. And it's a lot less ugly than bedrock, and really I think using bedrock's cheap because it can't be destroyed without an editor, so you know, and I didn't want to make this thing completely indestructible. I just wanted to make it extremely durable. But there she is, the Arcology. And if you click the link, we'll head back to the Obsidian Tower. Where you can catch the rest of Pangaea. I don't know what order you're watching these in, so if you and this is the last thing, because this is going to be the last thing in the playlist. If this is the last video you're seeing, then you know, great. You know, you get to see the final kind of like the combination of all my experience in Minecraft in one building. If not, well, you get to see how I came to this building if you're watching them in a different order. But thanks for watching, and we'll head back to the Obsidian Tower.